Good morning, guys. Today we will be working with a pair of Chukka boots. In this case, it's a pair of Gucci boots in suede. They need some TLC. Sorry for the noises, I'm making some coffee. So I say let's start with it. The first step is taking off the laces. With the laces out of the way, and using a brush, I suggest you clean the uppers just to remove any big debris. Now note I'm not using a specialized crepe brush, but that's because this is the same brush I'm going to use to wash them. The idea right now is just to remove any big debris that might be on top. I don't want to drag that debris to the suede. The next step is going to be get them wet. Don't be afraid of getting suede wet. You can take now that the uppers are wet, we need to go ahead and prepare the cleaning solution. We will be using Saphir shampoo. So a small amount of warm water. Let this warm up. We will add some of the Saphir shampoo. You really don't need that much of this. And then with the same brush, we're going to rinse it. And then we will mix the water with the shampoo. And then get tackling. Make sure to get the welt areas. In this case, it's particularly important because it is a white thread. And the contrast between brown and white is really eye-catching, but you also need to ensure that those threads are really clean. I'm not using any shoe tree right now. I will add some paper after this to help absorb the moisture from the inside of the shoe, well, boots in this case, and then we'll let them sit and dry. There's not much to it. This one is ready. I'm sorry for the coffee, but it's early in the morning for me. I need to get my coffee going. again, make emphasis on taking care of that welt. Now, we will also dip the shoelaces in the soapy water. That's a nice way to keep everything clean. We can rinse this. Make sure we have enough water to wipe out any soap. Soap from the brush itself. And then using some water, we will remove the shampoo or any remainder of the shampoo from the upper. You should do this only when the shoes are really soiled and dirty. I think these were at that point. And like I said, do not get afraid of getting your shoes wet. There's nothing wrong with that every now and then. Especially rough out leather and suede. I think they can tolerate it. Once that's done, let the excess water drain out of the boot or the shoe. And now some paper. Get it in there to help maintain the shape of the boot, but also to remove any excess moisture and help the drying process go faster. Okay, this is done. Let me clean the station here. This is how the boots are looking after getting washed. You can see that they turn really dark in terms of color, but that's to be expected. It is wet. So at the moment, all that we have left now is to allow these boots some time to dry, and then we will keep on with the treatment. I'll shut the video now, and I'll come back when they're ready. 24 hours have passed since we last washed the boots. I think that's enough time for the suede to become dry, and the rest of the uppers seem to be okay. So I think it's the next steps will be finishing the cleaning of and preparing the boots. So let's remove the paper. Let's put it here to the side. Now, because of how the suede is looking, I will just use a soft brush. You could use a brass, a little bit more aggressive brush, but because of what we are trying to do now is to even the nap out, I'm not gonna use a brass brush. But before I do that, we did clean the outsoles. The uppers. So I think it also makes sense to condition and clean simultaneously the lining and the insoles of these boots. So I'm gonna use a small amount of the Pure Polish cleaning conditioner, And while we are cleaning, we are also conditioning the boots, the insides of the boots, the lining, the sock liner. We won't need too much product because we obviously washed it with water and soap. I think that is one area that I oversaw yesterday while we were washing the boots, to wash the insoles, and I apologize for that. That was an oversight from my side. That's something that you can take care of while you are washing the uppers. And it just dawned on me that I completely oversaw the lining and the insole. So that's why I'm doing it now. I'm using this cleaner and conditioner. So while I am cleaning, I'm simultaneously conditioning all of these leathers too. So it's all good in the end. Don't forget to do this because this is also part of the shoe, the lining, and this is a very important area of the shoe because it's what's in contact with your foot. We'll let that dry, and while it is drying, we'll use a brush to even out the nap. We're trying just to make it supple again. I think so far we're doing a great job. Do 1 or 3 passes. I think that's good enough. Go back and forth and back, and circles too. Just to make sure we make this nap solid again. We'll proceed to insert the shoe tree and give it a last revision with the brush before the last step, which will be to even out the color and to condition the upper as well. You'll see what I mean by that. Save the paper precisely for this next step. Condition and improve the overall pigmentation of the boots using the Saphir product for that. In this case, it's going to be the medium brown. Some of it is going to land on the welt, which is unavoidable, but I'll try to be as cautious as possible to avoid it. Now I'm using the paper to prevent any of the pigment to land on the desk. I want to avoid the stains. Now the last step is going to be to put the shoelaces back in. Be careful because I have to be careful because at this stage the pigment is still relatively wet. I don't want to get it on me. Again, I'm recording this really early in the morning in case you hear some strange background noise. It's just a coffee maker. You can see the pigments here, which is why it was so important for me to cover the desk. And this is the final product. You can see that the color looks a lot more even, and I know that the uppers are treated, conditioned, and also that the color is a lot more uniform. And then on the boots. And this is how I prepare them. You could add a product to avoid or to help them protect from water, like an involner from Saphir. But at this stage, this is all I'm gonna do. I don't know when I'm gonna be wearing the boots. So for me, this will suffice. I hope the video was of your liking. Please like and subscribe. It does make a difference. Leave your comments, positive, negatives. Your observations are always welcome. If you haven't done so, please subscribe, share with your friends, and hope the video creates value for you. And just like that, we went from A to B on a pair of Chukka boots. Thank you and have a good day. I'll see you next time.